We're here in our math class today. I'm teaching multiplication. We've been developing ourselves, getting up to understanding large whole numbers, and today we're going to start multiplying them together. You and I were taught back in elementary school a specific way, and I call that the old-timers method. And that old-timers method has worked for me, it has worked for you all of these years, and it still works for my students today. But I'm going to teach it a different way as well. So if you remember with the old-timers method, when we did 437 times 6, we set it up vertically like this. We started with the ones place value. 7 times 6 was 42. We brought that 4 up there for some reason. Then we did 6 times 3 is 18, plus 4 was 22. We brought another 2 up there. We did 6 times 4 is 24, plus 2 is 26, and we got an answer of 2,622. It works, it's fast, it's great if you have a pencil and paper, or a pen and a board. Okay. But, and this drives parents crazy, because it's a method that you're not familiar with perhaps, but your students are going to love it, and they're going to want to use it. And the reason I teach it is because a lot of very intelligent people, people that I know, I know some intelligent people, who work in the banking industry and they work with numbers a lot. They use the box method and they do this, but they do it completely in their head. And when kids get good at this method, they can do it entirely in their head. And it's developed on something that I taught last week called the distributive method, where we distribute the 6 to each one of these digits here. And you'll see why it's so powerful in a moment. So for 437 times 6, what the kids are going to do is, they're not going to think of this as a 4, a 3, and a 7. But the box method is going to help them understand the real value in that number. And last week we spent a lot of time talking about expanded form. So in fact, we're going to take the number 437 and we're going to write it like this. Because that's really what this number is. It's 400 plus 30 more plus 7. And then we're going to write this on top of a long rectangle. And we're going to think about not only multiplication here, but also the area of a rectangle, which you'll remember is length times width to find out how much area is on the inside here. I'm going to break this up into its 3 parts. And then I'm going to distribute the 6 to the 400, to the 30, and to the 7. Now I have things that can be very easily done inside someone's head. So to begin, we'll take this basic fact of 6 times 4, which is 24, and we'll add these 2 zeros. The kids know them as hundreds or 10 to the power of 2. And here's the power of the box method. Right away from the beginning, I have an estimated answer. I know that my answer is going to be somewhere around 2,400. But now I'm going to get a little bit closer to the answer, because I'm going to take the 6 times a 3, a basic math fact of 18, and I'm going to add that 10 to give me 180. Combining these two gets me a little bit closer to the answer. And then finally, 6 times 7 is 42. When I take all 3 of these values, all easily done in my head, and add them up, 2,400 plus 180, that's 2,580. That's even a little bit closer to the actual answer. Then when I take the 2,580 and I add 42, $2,622, I get the exact same answer I got that you and I got for the old-timers method. But I got it through things that are very easy to do in my head with an estimate that gets closer and closer to the actual answer. It helps kids understand what those digits mean, and it gives kids a deep understanding of what true multiplication is. I don't share this with you to embarrass you because you don't understand how to do the box method yet, but I share this with you because I guarantee you your kids are going to love this method. If you have any questions, give me a call. Otherwise, let's get on with the math here. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You stopped it?